I have one more thing that is completely separate, but how can I tap into Abraham and this message that comes through you?
Get happy. Get happy.
Yeah. I want it.
Well, you're clearly on the trail of it. Your desire is clear, and your allowing was strong enough to get you in the chair. And so in this moment, in this current moment, the resistance is non-existent. And so it's seeking this state of being, it's seeking this feeling. Really what it amounts to is not making such a big deal out of things and not trying so hard to justify and sort of taking everyone else out of the equation and just developing a relationship between you and your source and letting that be the primary thing that you're reaching for. And to understand that the source within you is happy, and that when you feel happy, that alignment is happening. And when you're yearning for something, that's different. Yearning is different than happy. Yearning is an active vibration in opposition to what I'm reaching for. So it's not trying so hard. It's being easier about it. It's looking for the evidence of it that's all around you all the time. It's acknowledging when you are in alignment and reveling in that alignment and talking about that alignment when you are there and keeping the momentum of that alignment going longer and consciously acknowledging that it is happening and staying there until you're fully appreciated and until you just feel obnoxiously invincible. In other words, when you tune into this and practice it and allow it and own it and can get there easily and start there every morning and get further and further into your day with it, then all of the easier it gets, the easier it gets. Because at first it's a little awkward, but you get better and better at it. And the better you get at it, the more evidence it flows. And the more evidence it flows, the easier it is to be good at it. Until then it becomes the condition coming in response to the vibration rather than trying to get the vibration to come in response to the condition. That's really what we're wanting you to understand. It's getting the cart before the horse or the horse before the cart. You want to, and so of all of the things in the world that you can think of, if someone were to walk up to you and say, what do you seek most in life? Your answer is?
Joy, happy.
And if you wanted to add more momentum to that, what other words would you say? If this person were saying to you, and what does that joyful happiness mean to you? Flesh it out a little.
Having fun, being passionate, and having a direction and going for it with everything.
Having fun, meaning engaging with lots of others. And,
laughter,
and
humor.
But feel how when you said having direction, there was a little yearning in that. So what you want to say is knowing direction, feeling my way, feeling the inspiration, getting the impulse, being alive to the impulse, following my bliss. Feeling it, being moved from the inside, recognizing that when I feel like this, I'm on the brink of something good, and then when that something good comes, saying, I knew you were coming. I just didn't know in what way you would manifest, but I felt you coming. Those kinds of things. These are the kind of conversations that you want to have with yourself. I knew you were coming. I could feel you coming. I woke up excited about you coming. Jerry and Esther were in this neighborhood a few years ago. And they were on their way to what they considered to be their favorite restaurant in the area and driving down the freeway. And all of a sudden, Jerry said, let's go to this restaurant instead. And Esther was driving, and all of a sudden, she needed to exit like now. And so she took the exit and then asked questions later, which was the agreement that they always had with one another. All right, I've done it. Now why? I don't know. I just feel like we should go. I just feel like I'd like to eat here. But they have that great salad we like over there. And there's only 5 places in the whole world that we can get that salad. And I know, but I just feel like this is where we want to go. And so they went in, and the place was empty, which Esther never sees as a very good sign. And hardly anybody around. And a very nice person came up and helped them and talked to them briefly. And Jerry was always wanting to know people. He wanted to know who she was and where she was from and just a little bit about her. And then Jerry reached into Esther's purse where there was the envelope where, even though they beg you not to buy anything with cash. You always do. So there's always an envelope with a considered amount of money in it left at the end of the seminar, and it was in Esther's purse. And Jerry just reached for it and just handed it to the girl and said, this is for you. And she said, well, thank you very much. And she went into the kitchen, and they literally heard dishes break as the little girl had opened her package to see what was there. And she came back in to where they were, and she said to them, you know, I woke up this morning, and the first thought I had was something really, really good is going to happen to me today. Something really good is going to happen to me today. And Esther said, well, apparently Jerry was part of that process, because I wanted to go over there, and he wanted to come over here. And then she said, my roommate moved out this week unexpectedly, and my rent is due tomorrow, and I did not know how I was going to pay it. And Jerry said, if you had told us that story first, we wouldn't have given this to you. Because the more she tried to justify the gift that she had received, the more her energy became contradicted from the purity that it was. When she had awakened that morning and said, something really good is going to come to me today, you see. And so you are in co-creative harmony with people all over the planet. And there are people who are ready for you, and you are ready for them. And when you are deliberately readying yourself, doing it on purpose, and then you are wise enough to follow the feeling of that, before you know it, you're just rendezvousing. Esther loves playing with her little kids, her little grandchildren, because they know something that most of the big people that Esther plays with have forgotten. They know that it's always supposed to be fun. Not just a little fun now and then not fun, and then a little more fun and then not fun. Always fun. Always fun no matter what. Always fun. Fun and then more fun and then more fun and then more fun and then some more fun and then more fun and then more fun and then some more fun and then more fun and then more fun. And sometimes it's fun to even think about the fun that we're going to have while we're having the fun that we're having right now. In other words, no point to ever get into a fun lag. There's no reason to ever get into a fun lag, because they are young enough to still see that the universe will continue to deliver to them one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. But if you've been living some conditional life, then the universe has given you this not fun, and this a little more fun, and this not fun, and this not fun, and this a little more fun. You're having a sort of jerky ride. It's supposed to be fun, clarity, fun, fulfillment, fun, satisfaction, fun, interesting, fun. Good feeling. Yeah. Good enough? Do you feel greedy when you think about only having fun? Good. Do you realize that clarity is alignment with Source? Yes. Do you realize that fun is alignment with Source? Alignment with Source is a good thing, yes?